Hey guys, how's it going? Earlier today, I put out the first episode of the History of Distortion, and a few of you guys dug it, a few of you guys gave me some grief about it. Okay, that's fine. I actually kind of woke up today, listened to it, and like, yeah, fuck it, I can do better. So I'm actually doing a redo version of it. I'm going to leave the original video up so you guys can compare the two or whatnot. But for those of you guys asking if this is like a sponsored thing or whatnot, yes, it is, because I do like a lot of the stuff Positive Grid puts out. And I do need to pay some bills. So there we go. This whole series is a demonstration of different distortion tones throughout the decades. We're going to be looking at 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and the modern age. If you guys are looking for a gent tone right off the bat, no, this is not a gent tone. This is 60s fuzz. So a lot of that stuff was pretty lo-fi. I'm just showing, the different, how authentic it can be for the different genres as the decades progress. Believe me, it's going to go a whole lot heavier next week. Anyway, I think I got a slightly fatter sound going on the guitars this time. Check them both. You guys can tell me what you like and what you don't. But for those of you guys who were expecting a Fearless gear review, that's not what this is about. This is strictly demoing what the new Bias pedal plugin can do. Fearless gear reviews will be titled as such, so you can look forward to more of those. I've got a bunch coming up. I think you guys are going to like a lot of. Anyway, here we go. Here's the video again with the new mix. Check it out. Hey guys, welcome to a short series that I'll be doing over the next few weeks, the History of Distortion. You see, guitar amps were originally designed to reproduce the sound of an electric guitar as cleanly as possible. And guitar players figured out pretty quickly that they sound really great when you push them to the breaking point. As far back as 1949, guitar players started cranking up their amps to generate overdrive. And in 1951, we got our first distorted guitar due to a broken speaker on a small combo amp. That was the Rocket 88. And guitar players all over the world heard that record and said, I want that. Dave Davies from the Kinks wanted it so badly that in 1964 he slashed the speakers on his amp with a razor blade, recorded You Really Got Me, and made history. Eventually, someone finally figured out that even though from an engineering standpoint that distortion is bad, to a musician it sounds awesome. And they came up with a solution so guitar players wouldn't have to blow their amp up in order to create distortion. Enter the Fuzz Box. A simple pedal put in line before the amplifier designed to square off the guitar's signal. Now, initial sales didn't go so well until the Rolling Stones released Satisfaction. After that, they flew off the shelves and guitar players went wild, and fuzz boxes were used on everything from Jimi Hendrix to Iron Butterfly and everything in between. Now, the great thing is, these days you can recreate a lot of these tones just through software. You don't have to slash your speakers or crank your amp up so loud that the neighbors 4 blocks over from you will call the cops on you for noise. Positive Grid has come up with a Bias pedal, which lets you custom design distortion boxes of all sorts. Check out this clip I came up with for a retro 60s fuzz tone. Now, this is a dead simple riff, and I'm sure you guys can come up with something way more interesting than I ever could. But the fact that I didn't have to chase down a vintage fuzz pedal and go bankrupt to get this sound is great. Be sure to check back next week for the next episode when we take a look at distortion in the 70s, where things got a whole lot heavier.